You know the feeling. You hear through the grapevine about a new slicer feature that could have made your life easier, and you think to yourself, if only I had known about this 3 weeks ago when I was stuck on a very tricky project. That's why today we have 3 hidden features for you that should not be missing from your toolset in the future. Stay tuned and discover how you can use these clever tricks to make your projects more efficient and complete them faster. You've probably observed this before. At the edge of your print or on a short path, there is over-extrusion. This often happens because the flow or pressure advance is usually calibrated for longer paths, which isn't ideal for the short movements. This is where small area flow compensation comes into play to address this very issue. In the OrcaSlicer you can find this feature here. The function is currently still in beta phase, but it already worked great and delivers excellent results for me. To use it, you just need to check a box and you can start a test print right away. Furthermore, you can make optimizations by adjusting the flow reduction depending on the length of the print path in this setting table. For those who want to dive deeper into this topic, Teach & Tech has recently released an excellent video on it. You can find the link in the description down below. Also, on his printables page, there are additional information and resources that can help you, especially an Excel sheet to determine the flow values and then convert them for the OrcaSlicer. Initially, the following graphic is printed with deliberate over-extrusion so you can see the differences. But here you can see the differences between the left without small area flow compensation and the right with it, and with optimal flow you can squeeze out the last few percent. Another feature that can particularly help you involves parts with very flat angles. Normally, such parts require support structures to be printed at all. These structures are not only material intensive but also time consuming in post-processing because you have to remove them after printing and smooth the surface. But with the feature I'm showing you now, you can directly adjust these overhangs. First, you should know that using this feature will change the geometry or the shape of your model. It may sound daunting at first, but consider the advantages if the overhang you want to adjust is not a critical functional surface and is more for aesthetic reasons. Could this feature be a solution for you? It is also particularly useful if you have a model that otherwise cannot be realized on your printer and you do not have a step file available to adjust the model. This feature allows you to modify the angles of the overhangs so that they can be printed without additional supports. By making a slight adjustment to the slope, many prints can then be carried out without the need for support structures, saving not only material but also significantly reducing printing time. Moreover, you get a clean final product without the traces of removed supports. Just experiment with this function to see how your printing results can improve without needing complex modifications. Where I used this feature, for example, was in the following printed part. Here, 2 fans are used and the fan covers looks nice but has many overhangs that are difficult to print. Due to the height of these fan entrances, a failed print can lead to a lot of material waste. With the function activated, the overhangs are avoided by adding extra material layers and you have a lower risk of the print going wrong. Another fantastic feature that I didn't know about until Maker Faire are connectors. A big thank you to Mpox who showed me this ingenious trick. Imagine you have to split a part because the print area of your printer is just too small. Many of you are probably familiar with the slicing function, but have you used these connectors? With the feature you can place various types of connectors right at the cut edge to perfectly align and connect the parts later. This is especially handy when you need to break down large and complex models into manageable pieces that must be reassembled later. I demonstrated this with a simple example of a cylinder for you. You will see how seamless and stable the connection with the connectors is. This small function allows you precise assembly of the individual parts, almost as if the object was never divided. That's it for today. We are working on a bunch more exciting videos, so stay tuned and feel free to subscribe if you want to learn more about 3D printing soft and hardware. If you are interested in more features like these, just leave a request in the comments of this video down below. We are happy to answer. See ya!